everyone, welcome to the Code Truth. Today's topic is variable equal to memory. Why int takes 4 byte? Every time you create a variable in a C++, you actually reserving memory inside your system. But how much? How much memory you are reserving? And why int always take 4 bytes? Why character takes 1 byte? So let's understand what does really happen behind the scene. So I'm writing a small C++ code to explaining this thing. I'm writing it second.cpp. As you remember, it's a normal. I'm adding a IO stream, and I think I explained it all already. What does this mean? How we are writing? Why we are writing? I think you can, if you want to revise that thing, you can go to my previous video and you will understand things. Now, to declare any variable, you need one thing, variable type. There are some variable types are available. I will explain. And then the name of that variable and then the value of that variable. Int a equal to b. Then there is a float is another type which stores the decimal type things 5.5. Then there is a character which stores a single alphabet like C, something like that. So you wrote these programs a lot of time, right? But what that's actually happening inside your system, what this, how this is storing inside your system, what is this variable? So variable is a name to the memory location. So I would say something like this. Wait, uh, I'm writing a comments. So for example, you have a memory location of something like this. So how to retrieve this memory location? You have a variable which is variable name which is pointing to this memory location, and this memory location is, you can say, has a name of a and the value stored it's 10 inside this memory location. So this is the thing. Actually, what does this mean? So whenever you wrote anything like int a equal to 10, it is creating an block for the integer in the memory and giving a name as a, so that it can retrieved easily. So this is the thing. Now table appears means, what does this means? So there are several data types are available. For example, one is character, second is int, third one is float or double, fourth is boolean, something like that. How much data character will take? Character will take only 1 byte. I will explain it why. Int will take 4 bytes in the memory location. Float will take 4 and 8 byte respectively. How much boolean will take? I'll explain it later. Mostly, so this is the data types are available in the, by default data types are available in the C++. So different data type has a different amount of data stored. So you see, I am now I will show you the size of these things. Okay, I'm doing the cout by making it size of a. So like that, I'm printing the size of b and c. Okay, let's see. I'm compiling the code. After that, I'm trying to run this code. So you see, float is taking 4 byte, integer is taking 4 byte, character is taking 1 byte. This is the way you can check the size, how much a variable is taking the memory. Why does character is taking 1 byte? Why 4 bytes in integer? That is the main thing, right? So it means character is how much character we have. It is just a single character, right? Character pointer C contains only single character. So they one byte is equal to 8 bit. So 1 byte means we have 8 bits. And how much data we can store in this 8 bits? It has 256 values we can store inside that. So according to the ASCII table, that is enough for any character. So that's why character will always take 1 byte, and the value is changing from 0 to 255 in case of unsigned. But if they are signed, then it will be 120 minus 127 to 128, right? Now again, why integer is taking 4 byte then? Now you understand, integer means data, like we are storing data. So you can say you can store it something like this, right? So there are like lot of memory we require. That's why it is have 4 bytes. 4 byte means 32 bits. Okay, then how much data we can store? The range will be something 2.1 we correct it to some data, same value to positive side. Means we can store in an integer up to this in the negative number, and positive it will store till this point. So you see, you will get more space. So always the memory of any variable which is it is taking behind the scene, that depends upon the data type which you are using. And this is a lot data, you can store everything, right? Many things, right? And how data is stored, how this number is stored. For example, I'm storing 5. You know how this is getting stored inside this? It's always stored in zeros and ones. This data will always, because window with any operating system or any computer will understand only 0 and 1. So this data will convert into the binary and store it in the memory size. So whenever you choose a data type, choose it wisely. For example, you are storing any variable, uh, means ki, you are storing, for example, you are storing yours 5.5 in an integer. Is that work? Yes, it works, but it shows precision. If okay, let me show this thing. Std out a b c. Okay, to make it distinguish, I'm adding it size of. So now I am creating one another variable int b equal to 9.5. Now, sorry, not b, I will making it d, because otherwise it will the compiler will take confuse between these two variable, float and int. So I will making it d. Can you guess what is output? Can you comment down the output, please? Meanwhile, I will compile and show you. You see, it is printing 5.5 C, then 9. 5, 5.5 C, and then 9. Where is this 6 goes? So you loses your precision. So every time, whenever you choose the data type, it is very important, because you may lose precision or may waste your memory as well. So choose wisely. Gather the requirement. What is the requirement? So for example, if I'm taking a age of any user, right, or any customer, you does not need to be require it in a float. But in case of you are storing a salary of a person, then it should be double, right? It should not be float as well, because sometimes that salary will be varies on the points as well, even though the shares. So like that. So you need to keep remember, and this thing always, you need to choose the data wisely so that it does not waste your memory. So I always say data types equal to memory decision. So you need to keep remember what data type you are using. So next time you are creating a variable, you are not, it's not just a name, it's a memory which you are allocating inside your computer. So to get to know more about this, make sure you subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.